Hey guys, welcome to What Makeup. If you're new here, then hi, I'm Bon and welcome to my channel. This video is something that I'm sure a lot of you are going to relate because I am set to travel and I thought why not share my most loved and my most favorite travel favorites. Actually not favorites, I'm actually a person who doesn't like traveling a lot. That's like a big bad fact about me, that I'm just not a very travel savvy person. I do like to go and visit places and I like to do long trips, but I don't like short spurts of trips where we go for 2 nights or 3 nights and having moved places we keep going back to our our home, like our actual major home a lot. So I have to keep everything very handy when it comes to makeup, and especially with a lot of people coming over, dinners, celebrations. I've seen that every time I've packed a lot of things and a lot of makeup thinking that, oh, I might miss that foundation or that blush or that concealer. I've only regretted it every time because I don't end up using that makeup. And I don't honestly think that when we are traveling, even in longer trips or shorter trips, you don't have the mindset to get ready in that way. At least I'm not one of those people who will sit and put on makeup for 2 hours. I want everything very quick, very fast, like what I have on my face right now. Everything is using just very selected handful of products, and I'm going to quickly breeze through this video because I still have to pack for tomorrow and I have a lot to get done. So let's get ready and let's get started with today's video. So in terms of what I use, I'm going to go in the order of everything that I use and in the process that I do the makeup. So I think that'll be easy for you guys to kind of relate in terms of what products that you can pick up if you are putting together a makeup kit. This can also be a beginner's makeup kit, because if you are someone who's not really into makeup and doesn't do a lot of makeup every day, you just want handful of products to get ready, this is also something that will serve that purpose. But yes, it's more towards the travel part. So first things first, I'm not listing out the moisturizer and sunscreen and all that part because that's skincare, and maybe I'll do a separate video the next time I'm traveling or I'm putting together, but that's separate. So the first thing that I go on is with a skin tint. So this is the one that I have with me, and this is a new camera, so I apologize if I'm not able to make this focus. But this is the Rare Beauty, what is it called? I think it's called the Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer, and it actually has an SPF of 20. So it works as a skin tint which is also loaded with a sunscreen. So if you are using this in the daytime, you don't really have to fuss about sunscreen, and this is great especially for the travel time, because it's not something that's very heavy and cakey. I'm wearing it on my skin right now and it looks very skin like. It matches my skin tone perfectly. I'm in the shade, what is my shade, 36C. It says 36C, and I have it's been a while that I got this on my hand, but I'm sure there are lots of different shades in this brand. And Rare Beauty is something I know, you guys will say that, oh, it's an international brand, what do we buy here in India? There are a lot of brands that are coming up with skin tints. So Lakme is doing it, Color Bar is doing it, Rimmel London does it, and these brands are all available on Nykaa. But the only thing is that in terms of the skin tone range, I'm not very sure. They're kind of like a hit and miss, and the formulation is something that I've not felt very pleasant about using. So my recommendation to you is something like, if you are able to get your hands on a good international cosmetic brand, something like Rare Beauty, which is not very expensive. I think this costs about 19 or 10 $20 or something, and it's got a lot and it's going to really last you a long time. Get your hands on the skin tint. And a skin tint is something that is also very fuss free, so no foundation spending hours in blending. You can just dab on a little bit on your fingers, rub it on your skin, and you're ready to go. So moving on, the next product that I want to talk about is a concealer, and I'll also talk about a corrector because I'm struggling with very bad dark circles at this point. So I need something to just cover up those bad boys, and what I'm using nowadays is the K by Katrina corrector. I'm not going to focus this because it's just I'm saying I'm not going to focus, but I'm focusing. But this is basically in the orange shade. It's not the peach, it's the standard orange shade that they sell. I think there are 4 shades and this is the orange one. And I really love this formulation. It is very creamy, very liquidy, very light, and has a lot of pigment. So you need the slightest dots under your eyes, and they're just going to blend out to be just cover up the dark circles. And on top of that, I go on with a concealer preferably full coverage concealer, because if you have formal occasions or a dinner like party or something, or if you're having like a lighter lunch or something, this is just something that's going to work for both. I don't carry multiple concealers, so the one that I'm loving right now is this one from elf. This is the Hydrating Camo Concealer, and which is now available on Nykaa. So check out this. This is a very nice formulation, very creamy. If you guys want to know my shade is medium sand, and this is a very good, very recommended concealer. So I think one corrector, one concealer, and you're sorted. The next product that I'm going to talk about is obviously a powder to set all your makeup in place. You can travel with a compact. I know they are probably easy, but for my skin, I just don't find it very friendly. I kind of feel like compacts are too heavy. So a good loose powder is obviously no-brainer. The Lauramercier, the packaging is so standard. You guys definitely can recognize. But again, Lauramercier is probably not available in India yet. I think a few Insta sellers sell it, and I've been purchasing mine from the one that I purchase all my international makeups regularly. I'm going to always leave all the details in the description box. But if you guys don't want to go with Lauramercier kind of a powder, there are lots of options on Nykaa. Anastasia is selling the the loose powder online. There's the Rimmel Stay Matte loose powder. There's a MAC loose powder. So there are lots of loose powders. And I feel loose powders are best because they're not very heavy. You can go in with a very light amount just under your eyes and on your face to just dust everything in place, and it is not going to move, it's not going to budge, and it keeps your skin breathable and like very comfortable to wear the makeup. So my recommendation is Lauramercier, and if you are able to find this one to travel with, get your hands on it. Next, I'm going to jump into the palettes situation and everything that comes with blush and eyes and all of that. So coming to, I think, let me first talk about the palettes in terms of like the face makeup. So I'm not really like a bronzer and highlighter and all of that like carrying separately. I used to do all of that a lot initially because I would just feel like, oh, I'm going to miss this bronzer on the trip, or I'm going to miss that blush on the trip. But you've just got to make your decisions in the beginning and travel light, because in the end you regret. I've left my makeup in hotel rooms and places. Actually, I've never left them, but I've ended up breaking them on trips. So I think it's best that you don't travel with very expensive makeup also. So something that I can recommend to you guys is something like this. This is wait, let me hold it properly because of the reflections on the camera. So this is an Anastasia palette. I am going to try and focus it. Yeah, so this is the Off to Costa Rica. This is available on Nykaa. This is a blush, a highlighter, and a bronzer palette. And there are two versions of this palette that come on the Nykaa website. It's very good, very travel friendly. You can see like you have very nice colors to work with. And in terms of the shade that matches with my skin tone, I think this one works better than I think the other one is like some Italian summer or something. But I feel that's much more probably made for like fairer skin tones. So if you guys are on the dusky complexion and or NC42 onwards, I think this is a very good palette to travel with. Very nice colors, don't need separate highlighters and all. I somehow get very greedy when it comes to blushes, so I do travel with one like blush palette like this. This is from Tarte. It's the Tartelette Blush in Bloom, and it is again not available anywhere on the website. I got this from my Insta seller, and I honestly feel that this is one of my most used blush palettes on days where I don't want to wear a blush. I just go on with this like that burnt coral color, and it kind of looks like bronzer plus bronzer plus blush kind of a color like all together. So it's a very nice palette, but you don't have to. A very good hybrid also that I can recommend, something that is a good like balance in between, is something like this from Flower Beauty, and I recently purchased it, and this is the one that I've applied. Oh, focus. Yeah, there we go. So this is the one that I've applied on my face today. It is like a shimmer brick, something that you must have seen on Bobbi Brown, or something that you must have seen on even in Body Shop. I think they've been doing it for years, and Flower Beauty has come out with this. I don't know when they have come out, but I saw this on the Nykaa website very recently in the Pink Friday sale, and that's the one that I've got. And the best part is that it has color plus shimmer, so you don't need to go with multiple products. You can just go on with this and just use a bronzer separately, and you will have a very nice party ready face. In terms of the eyeshadow situation, I'm not again a very eyeshadow person. This is what I do, whether it's a lunch or dinner, a party or whatever, when I'm like on a trip. At max, I have brown kajal and I just smudge it off with a brush. The kind of brushes that I travel with are very basic. I basically use something like this, if my eyes are able to cover. Yeah, so I basically use something like this. This is a dual ended brush, like something like this, that comes a lot of times with ready-made eye palettes. Anastasia does it. A lot of palettes, like they'll have one which is a fluffy side and one which is a little more dense side, and you can go with an extra, just a blending brush. And this is what I just travel with. I usually go in with the bronzer on my eyelids, and I just use something like shimmery like this, and I just dab it on my lids with my fingers, and it almost looks like you've done like an eyeshadow look for a lot of time. But if you are not somebody who's comfortable doing like these go to like make do concoctions of makeup, what you can do is just go in with a very neutral palette, something very compact like this. This is from Huda Beauty. This is the nude, yeah, this is the nude collection that she had launched, and this is the medium shade. All the colors you can see, there are mattes, there are glitters, there are pinks, there are bronze. Any of the one that you want to travel with, even if you want to travel with two, you can see like this is very compact, won't take a lot of space. And even if you fit it in your makeup kit, like it won't take up a lot of space, so you can travel with something like this. MAC does such palettes again. I think even NYX does such palettes. So just I can hear Mirania calling out my name. Sorry. So yeah, so these palettes are available online. Just try with something that's very compact and just has like a mix of shimmer and glitters and some matte colors, and you will be ready to go. And finally, to the final two steps, which is eyes and brows and lips. So I'm going to come to the lips at the end. What I do for my brow, you guys know I'm not a brow person. I'm still using the very battered, the very beaten up, the broken nib, and like look at this. Oh my god. But I love this. This is what I've applied on my brows. I'm going to use it till the time it gives up, because it works for me. And this is the L'Oreal Brow Artist. I don't know the shade. Just check out this product online on Nykaa. I think I'm on the darker like colors that they have. I don't know if they do any shades in them, but this is the one that I use. And coming to the eyes in general, I don't really, like I said, I don't really go in with a lot of things. I prefer carrying a brown kajal because I feel that is more complimentary and more soft on the eyes. I don't prefer wearing brown kajal, or like, sorry, I don't prefer wearing black kohl actually, or any other like green and teals and all of that. So I have the Forest Essential Gulab Khas, and I've kind of become very sensitive as to what I put on my eyes generally. So this is the one that doesn't sting. It's very comfortable in the waterline and on the eyes, and you can smudge it. It's great. It's good. It's a little expensive, but it does the work, and that's what I've been wearing. And you can carry a kajal with you. You can also carry something like this, which is a liquid eyeliner if you're not like a stick person. This is the one from Nykaa. This is in the shade Mystic Woods or something, and I've recently purchased it. And so far it's nice. I don't really have like a lot of like ups or downs to say about this, but yeah, you can keep like a liquid liner handy. And yeah, of course, a mascara, a good mascara is essential, especially for somebody like me who doesn't wear falsies. I don't wear falsies to weddings, parties, anywhere. Just get your best mascara. This is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, and it does the job. And finally, coming to the lips, I recently did a lips video. Not a lips video. I recently did a lipstick video talking about some of my most favorite lipsticks right now, which are very good for like natural and makeup free skin days, and like just to wear every day. So those lipsticks I'm obviously carrying, and if you guys don't know what lipsticks I'm talking about, I'm going to link the video over here, so check it out. And I have one of them in fact with me over here. So Bobbi Brown Art Stick in the shade Rose Brown. I'm obviously carrying that with me. And apart from that, I would just suggest that if you can carry a good neutral lip liner, in case you have a lipstick that you end up applying too much, or it goes like too bad or washes you out, or you borrow a lipstick from somebody traveling with you on a on a flight, or you're getting ready and it just makes you look like you're set to leave, but you're looking like so gray. A good dark colored lip liner or a neutral lip liner, something like this. This is in the shade, what is the shade? I think this is Gift. No, this is Kind. So this shade is basically Kind from Rare Beauty. It's a very nice, like a plummy brown shade that you can see in the back of my hand. So a color like this is just like a savior. You can just outline your lips. If you have like a color that's not working for you, that's definitely going to make the lipstick work out for you. And apart from that, there are two lipsticks that I'm carrying. One's a neutral pink, which is from Bare Minerals. It's in the shade Cinnamon, and again, it's like a very basic, like a pinky nude color. Doesn't have a lot of pigment, like very basic. It looks more pink actually on camera, but on like in person it's a lot more nude. And another good lipstick that I like to carry with myself is this color, which is a lot more dark. It's Retro from Nude Sticks. Nude stick pencils are great because you can use them on the eyes, on the lips, on the cheeks. They are like multi sticks, so that's the one I carry. So all of this is what I travel with, and I will be traveling with tomorrow with my kids and my husband in this trip that we are going back home, and we have like a couple of celebrations and a few like things to attend with our family and friends and everyone. So this is all the makeup that I'm carrying. And honestly, I know this is like the year end. I'm also traveling year end, and I think this is the same makeup kit that I will be traveling with when I go for my year end plans. So if you guys are traveling and are set to travel in any time soon, get your makeup kits ready, get your hands ready with all selected products. If there's something that you like from this video, or if there are any products out there that you can relate with this video, like find the right shade, the color, the product that works out for you, then you go and get that in your hands. And with that, that's a wrap for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video. If you did, make sure to thumbs it up. If you are new to my channel and want to watch more videos of me and what makeup, then make sure you subscribe. And also don't forget to hit the notifications bell, because you don't want to miss any of my weekly, my monthly and my daily videos. I'm not sure as to how I'm scheduling the videos, but there is definitely going to be a video every week. So stay tuned for the next one. I'm going to see you guys soon. Take care, stay safe, bye.